I will explain you how you can take the 5 zenith shots at the end of the Pano shooting. You can see here the Phantom 4 Pro. If I go downwards, it will go straight if in a certain angle, but on this position it cannot. So it's about 60 degrees pitch angle. That's very comfortable for us to take zenith shots. So first zenith shot always in the direction of the panorama from the first picture. I shoot in this direction. So I will start to take the pictures in this direction. First picture, then I turn the aircraft 90 degrees, like that. Second picture, then I turn the aircraft like that. At the end, this position, and the final zenith shot, straight upwards, like that. So in the latest build I have implemented 2 methods to take the XML file. The mathematical XML file, how it generates the panorama shooting, and a real EMU response aircraft XML file if you have windy conditions. On each picture it takes the aircraft position and writes it to the XML file. I recommend to use the standard mathematical file, it's easier for the stitching programs, and under windy conditions you can use the EMU real aircraft coordinates. Pan use 2 shooting methods, linear optimized or spherical. Linear works from up down and spherical left right. With spherical we have mathematical optimized overlapping for the images, so we use less images to take the full panorama. We can see that if we have focal length for about 25 millimeters. It's a huge advantage as we use less images to shoot the panorama. Let's have a look on the panorama settings. You can choose number of rows, number of columns, then the R-type between linear and spheric, photo action, single or multi. Multi means 2 images. Gimbal yaw, it's only available for Inspire and Matrix aircrafts. Then you can choose Skyrow on or off. Skyrow on will go to the maximum pitch angle. Off will use only 50 degree pitch angle. You can add a point of interest video at the end of the shooting to document the shooting place. There is a manual switch to take manual panoramas. You have then the grid on the screen who guides you to the shooting. For the XML file you can choose how many zenith shots you take at the end of the panorama shooting. I recommend to take 5 zenith shots so you have full sky panoramas. On the right side you can see similar menus like in the DJI Go app. So we can have the exposure settings for the camera. In the menu button we can find all the camera settings, included RB shooting in manual mode. For the manual shooting you can use any settings you find in the camera menu. Left up you can find the checklist before you take off to be sure that you have no problems during the flight. At the end of the shooting you can save the XML file. The XML file has a timestamp in the file name, so you can have for each shooting your own XML file. That's very important if you use the EMU settings for the XML file. If you use a XML file to import your panorama in AutoPano or PTGuy, you have always the advantage that you can use your sky images from the zenith shots and it's very easy to stitch them together. Here we can see the 5 zenith shots in the sky, which fits very perfect with the rest of the panorama. Now let's have a look on the final result of this shooting.